Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Do, 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 do. Good morning. Romeo Obligat. Hello. Good morning, lovelies. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Cuban Canary. Hello, my love. Been a minute. Hi. How are you? I feel like I want to start the morning off with like music. Dancing. Hi. My youngest out of 4 turns 18. Romeo. Oh, wow, 4. Wow, wow, wow. And anything special? Did you get them a gift? We don't really do gifts in this house. I like that about my husband, to be honest. I never was a really proficient gift giver. It's my last love language. It has the lowest score. Even as a kid, I remember struggling giving gifts. So we don't really do birthdays or Christmas. We just do goodness. When I want to do something good, I do something good. And when he wants to do something good, he does something good. And it's not dependent on a specific day. We don't hold back. Yes, ma'am. You too, Hank? He doesn't know it yet. On Sunday, I'm taking him and 6 of his friends go-karting. Oh, that sounds really fun. Hello, Permanence. Lovely. Thank you. Hello, my love. Hello, my lovelies. You all are so kind. Good morning, Dondra. Hi. How are you? Did you have a good sleep? Very important, get that sleep in. It's such a good marker for mental health. Courageous Pamela, good morning. Hello, my love. I love that Emily said that I am the first person one of her twins said hi to. You're the first person they said hi to. And I'm like, oh, me? Okay, this has been my palette of choice lately. Why doesn't body count matter in a person? In a person, right? In a person, BOA? Is that what you meant to say, in a person? Because everything I say goes both ways. Did you mean ask that question, BOA? Why doesn't body count matter in a person?
I just watched a video, and I'll link it in the caption so you can watch it, about a man.
So you're sexist, right? That's what you're saying? Is you're sexist? Because, what's good for the goose is good for the gander? Apparently not. Apparently not. So Is that what you're letting me know with that question? And then why would I bother answering? Because for somebody sexist, it doesn't matter what I say, right? Like you're holding on to an ideology, and the ideology is pretty toxic. So I'm just kind of wondering why I should even answer the question with you, because I don't sense you have an open mind. I sense that you view the world through an extremely narrow lens, and a toxic one at that. And so when you come in, you ask me that question, I don't feel like you're asking from a point of curiosity. I feel like you're asking from a point of like just wanting to put people down. And ultimately, whatever my answer is going to be, you're just going to put people down. I understand. Hear my stance? Well, my stance starts with everything I say goes both ways. Exactly. Your feelings don't create reality. That's why I'm the antidote to all these idiots running around the internet going, body count definitely matters. Listen, your fifis, your insecurity is not the reality for the rest of us. So people who are running around saying body count matters because of their fifis need to sit down and shut up. They need to sit down and close their yapper. They need to sit down and just stay in their corner and leave the rest of the people alone. Why do we need to hear these people running around going, body count definitely matters? Because they got feelings over their imagination, over things that aren't even currently happening because they're that dysfunctional. Whoa, body count does matter both ways, says the dysfunctional person, right? Listen, when I'm talking about controlling people's bodies before I met them, it goes both ways. Listen, I take my rejections and turn them into a flex. And I say my low body count makes me high value. If you had opportunities that I didn't have and you said yes to things I never would have gotten, that makes you low value. Do you see the dysfunction in that? Why am I talking to you like you're a child? Because I'm trying to say it slowly and simply enough for you to get it. Is it working? Oh, check it out. I knew you were one of those. BOA. Everybody look at BOA. Were you here when I said to BOA, I don't think you're here in good faith. I think you're here to be a dick. But let's take a look at what BOA said. Oh, GTM, you too? You too. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. Whoa, we got two. We got two of them. Dawn, we got three. Enjoy the cats. Listen, a cat is better than you, bro. Look at you. Look at what you bring. Ladies, pay attention. When they tell you who they are, believe them. When they say lock and key, they're the key, right? They're the key. Dude, this what you got? This what you got? This what you got? A micro. That you? Oh, ladies, he just told you. He just told you what he got. He called himself a key. He let you know. You're not going to feel a thing. What else did he tell you about himself? He told you that he's garbage without a woman, right? Because what do, ladies, when you find a key? You don't know what lock it fits in. You try the locks around your house. Hey, Carolyn? Garbage. Right? You threw it out. You threw the garbage out. He's garbage without a woman. He's a micro-peen garbage without a woman. What else did he tell us, ladies? He's replaceable with $2. You're so low value. It takes $2 to replace you, Mr. Key. How many keys did we see here, ladies? How many keys in our comment section? Was that 3, 4, 5? Right? We got a key here with a girl name. We saw that one, didn't we? Hiding behind a girl name. We saw the key hiding behind a girl name, didn't we? The low value micropene, that's garbage without a woman. Ladies, let them talk. Let them tell you exactly what they are. Low value, garbage, micro, ain't gonna feel a thing. Better block and delete that one, right, ladies? Better block and delete this little boy. We want men, not you. Hi, what topic are you here for?
Hi. Okay, so I believe that body count doesn't matter in the sense of like if you meet someone, that's not the first thing you should ask them. But if you're getting,
First of all, I
yeah,
asked what topic you're here for, and
body
you
count.
just went into this whole rant. There's a specific way that I am running this platform. It
Okay,
starts
sorry.
very simple Q&A. So
All
now
right.
I understand you are here for this topic. I need to let you know that I am approaching this in a very specific fashion,
Okay.
which is a debate that is facts over feelings.
Yeah.
So we are debating this in a factual or scientific way, but not an individualized way, because this is not your name up here. We're not debating you on you. This is only a debate on the subject itself without individualizing it. So there's no sentences that start with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience.
Okay.
A factual way would be like this. Would you, hold on, let me find. Would you agree this is a toothbrush?
Yeah.
That's a factual way, readily agreed upon by you and I on site. A scientific way is if you want to bring sociology, statistics, biology, psychology, anything like that. I need to know where you read the science you wish to present. I got to go find what you read before you say it out loud. This is how I ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear mongering, or disinformation.
All right.
So what did you want to say?
Okay. For my opening statement, I was going to say body count definitely doesn't matter because socially we are animals. We are supposed to reproduce. We are able to do that with anyone of any age as long as they are over the age of 18. We both agree with that.
Yes.
The reason I personally...
No. You are not the topic.
No, I have to start. Can I finish my sentence? Can I finish my sentence? I'm not saying a feeling. I'm not saying a feeling. I was saying why. I was saying why I joined the live. I was literally just saying why I joined the live.
But wants to yap at me because they think they have agency on my page. You don't. I let you know in the beginning what the terms are. You agreed to the term and then you went, I, as though you were the subject. And then when I reiterated the terms, you wanted to yell over me because you're so self-important and egotistical, right? So self-important and egotistical that when a woman lets you know the conditions upon which she accepts your conversation, you say, I don't care. So ladies, when they don't care, you end it. However you need to end it. My number one relationship rule is it's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. This person was not willing to be a proper communicator. This person was not willing to have an open mind and understand what I said. And why were they like that? Because they have no respect. And yet they want me to hear what they say with an open mind and understand them and respect them. You don't get what you don't give. You don't get what you don't provide. I want to see hands up in the comment section if you just learned a communication tool. If you just learned to not even bother with people who were not willing to listen to you, but they want to yap at you. They want to yell at you. They want to be heard and understood and respected, but they don't provide that. You end it. You end it because you are not going to bother with somebody who is not fair. It's not fair for them to want you to listen and understand and respect when they give you none of that. I told him in the beginning what I wanted. Facts, science, not individuality. Don't yap at me about your fifis and your thoughts. This is not a therapy session. This is a classroom, and you are not the subject. So if you want to talk to me about this, it's not going to be about you. And if you can't cope with that, move on. But don't bother trying to override me. It's not going to work. Because I don't give you what you don't give me, because I am fair. So if you're not going to have proper communication skills, it's over. If I don't feel heard, I don't listen to you, it's done. If you're not respecting me, it's over. Okay? Okay. Let's see who learns some communication. Rachel. Love this. Hello, Queen. Like that. Yes, Queen. Courageous Pamela. Good. Tony. Good. Permanent Press. Goddess. I love it when they go, lady yelling is not communication. Why? Because we're not supposed to be loud? Because we're supposed to be quiet? Because we're supposed to just let you do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it? That time is over. That time is over. Goddess, Permanent Press. Get him, Queen, Goddess, yes. Emily. This guy says her poor husband, because he gets meals delivered to him with a kiss every single day because he's not a POS. Huh? Last time I made out with him was this morning several times because he's not a POS. He's not a selfish short-term thinker. He's a generous long-term thinker. He's everything I am. He's amazing. He's nothing like you. You want to feel sorry for someone? Go look in the mirror. Because you don't have a woman like me taking care of you, giving you affection, buying you food. Look how toxic you are for you to feel sorry for functionality. Look how toxic you are for you to feel sorry for affection and love and devotion and service. Look how toxic you are. Love this. Ladies, listen, they'll never get you because now you're going to use observation before selection. They'll never get you because you're not going to fall for the biggest scam in dating, which is letting you kiss them before you've identified, is this the selfish short-term thinker you should block and delete, or the generous long-term thinker you'll give a relationship to? Listen, do you see the comments that are here? Do you see the guys that are showing up? These guys are selling my books for me because they give me the example, ladies. Do you see what you're going to find out when you don't occupy their mouths with your kisses? Do you see what you're going to find out when you do a no kissing for 3 months dating methodology? You're going to find out he's the one to get rid of. All you have to do is not occupy his mouth with your kisses. The liar is going to start lying. The abuser is going to start abusing. The lazy is going to start being inconsistent. The disrespectful is going to start disrespecting. The entitled is going to start demanding, right? So get rid of him before you kiss him, before you fall for him, before you have sex with him, before you reject the right person, because the wrong one showed up 5 days before the right one. The biggest scam in dating is selection before observation, letting them kiss you before you know who they are. When you show up on dates and you say, I'm using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. And you do this by the book, by the way, because we're not waiting, we're vetting. We're weeding out the assholes. We're weeding out the ones that are toxic and abusive. And you're seeing them here in the comment section. They shut their yapper when they're on dates with you because they're trying to get in your pants. They're trying to manipulate and coerce you. They open their mouth here because they're in disguise. They're hiding behind fake names and fake photos. But on dates, they go, I'm a nice guy. Kiss me on this date, have sex with me on the next one. Give me your commitment and reject other people for me and find out the hard way. I'm not honest. I'm not loyal. I don't have patience. I don't have impulse control. I'm lazy. I'm selfish. Find out the hard way. Find out after I get my rocks off inside of you. That's what they want. They want benefits they don't deserve. You're not going to give it to them. You're going to use the corporate model. 3 months of observation. Good job on the resume. Good job at the interview, but I don't take what people say at face value. It's how I get scammed by these ones. So no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity. Minimum 3 months means I'm going to spot the scammer, get rid of the scammer instead of kissing, having sex, falling for the scammer. I want you to think about all your past breakups. I want you to think about all your past relationships that were abusive and toxic. I want you to think about when you kissed them. It was before 3 months, wasn't it? Because that's their game. To get the kiss on your lips before you know who they are, because the kisses have chemicals that are amphetamines, aphrodisiacs, and antidepressants. Drugs. You cover your drink when you're in a bar, but you're going to let this guy kiss you before you've identified him. You let him drug you so you miss the red flags. Amphetamine, aphrodisiacs, antidepressants. Why do you think the pickup artist game, the number one game from a pickup artist, is to kiss you? The number one game from a pickup artist is to kiss you immediately, to kiss you as soon as possible. Get the kiss, get the kiss, get the kiss is what the pickup artists tell the guys who pay them. Get the kiss, because they know the kiss creates a chemical, aphrodisiac, amphetamine, antidepressant, to drug you into oblivion, to keep you from seeing the red flags. My dating methodology is about identifying before you kiss. Identify, is this the selfish short-term thinker, the user, the abuser, the lazy, selfish, irresponsible one, the lying, the cheating one? Before you kiss, identify. Or is this the man, the generous long-term thinker, the one who's everything you're looking for, including matching your goals, your values, your timelines? You need to identify before selection. They need you to select before identification so they can take advantage of you. No more falling for losers before you know they're a loser. No more being taken advantage of, ladies. Make sure you get this on Amazon, paperback on Amazon, ebook, bundle, audiobook. All the buttons are in the link in my bio. And by the way, in honor of all the losers that we saw who shut their yappers because I let them know clear as day they're selling my books for me by letting you see how you can identify them in their words by not occupying their mouths with your kisses. In honor of all those losers, there's also a free book. So if you don't have any money, that's okay. They still want to hop on your body, right? But you still need to protect yourself. So if you have no money, not a single penny, doesn't matter. Here's a free book for you. It's called Fake Love Need Not Apply: How to Identify and Safely Remove Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. I'm going to teach you how to identify them, get rid of them, also make your friend circle that's going to help you protect yourself against them. So that's the free book in the link in my bio. This is my dating book. That is my dating methodology, observation before selection. You are better off single than with an abusive loser. Right, ladies? Hands up in the comment section if you agree. You are better off single than with this guy who's going to drain your time, drain your energy, drain your money, drain your well-being, drain your mental health. Yes, Tony, Tamar, we are better off single than with somebody toxic and abusive. Green eyes, yes. Libertas, Sin Shops, Ripple, hello, Coffee, Beauty, Tamar, Dr. Ajem, good morning, my love. Kopak, hello, Black Butterfly, lovely. Emily, Jamie. Watch this, Tony. I'm going to get rid of this one. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. The loser. The loser. Ladies, I want you to get strong in your block game. Is there anybody you want to vote off the page? Tony, I got your back. As soon as I see one of these guys actually being a dick to one of my people, you're gone. Watch this. Bear's going to go, right, Tony? You want Bear to go? Block, delete, cleanse, remove. We are free to remove the losers. We are free to block and delete on site. We are free to free ourselves from their dysfunction. Their dysfunction will not distract us from our goals. Their dysfunction will not distract us from our values. Their dysfunctions will not distract us from our ambitions, work ethic, and financial responsibility. We build our empires. Number one demographic of home buyers right now, who is it? Ladies, it's you. It's you, because you're saying no more. No more distractions. No more losers who don't pull their weight. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. Dondra. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Na, 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 na. Second streamer today, I see broadcasting to the world. Body count doesn't matter. Do you know why? We are the antidote to the poisonous people saying body count does matter. We're the antidote to those poisonous snake bites. What about the woman that manipulates and takes advantage of a man? That's not a woman, that's a girl. That's not a woman, that's a girl. And if you're done with girls and you're ready to pick a woman, if you're done with selfish short-term thinkers and you're ready to pick a generous long-term thinker, this is your dating book, The Perfect Play. I teach the women to find the men. I teach the men to find the women. Are you ready for this level? Are you ready for a zero-fight relationship? Are you ready for functionality? Are you ready for a foundation of friendship, respect, shared goals and timelines, appreciation of each other's efforts, ability to communicate and solve things together and make each other laugh? Are you ready for a relationship that has zero fighting, zero arguments? An argument is a lack of acceptance. I don't accept until you change. You're wrong until you change. I don't accept until you change. I'm going to bring this up until you change because you're wrong until you change. That's an argument. A fight is an escalation into chaos. It's called a bar fight, not a bar argument. We don't have those relationships. We have daily affection, daily love, daily communication, daily support, zero fights, zero arguments. Going out of my way to broadcast body count doesn't matter. Oh, honey bunny, I go out of my way to teach women to not pick losers. Don't get me wrong. All of this is about teaching women to not pick a loser, because you have to be a loser to say body count matters, because only a loser is controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, pee-pee obsessed. Under no condition will we women pick a loser who shoves us aside and goes, enough about you, tell me about dudes, because I'm ran through. I look at women and I can't look at a woman without seeing a pee-pee, because I run through women to the dudes. That's why I ask women what their body count is, because I want to think about dudes instead of her. Under no condition are we ever going to pick one of those, ladies. I want the man who looks at me and thinks about me, not the guy who looks at me and thinks about pee-pees. Can't stop thinking about pee-pees, wants to hear about other males, because when he looks at a woman, he uses her to satisfy his obsession about other males. Under no condition will we pick one of those. Nor will he pick somebody so insecure. He's afraid of comparison. That's not a high value man. That's a low value male, because a high value man is not afraid of other males. When a high value man thinks about who we were with before him, he goes, I don't care. I'm the better lover. I'm the better communicator. I'm harder working, more responsible, more honest than anybody she's ever been with. They will pale in comparison to me because I'm so high value. A low value male turns his rejections into a flex. I have a low body count. Don't you dare have more opportunities than me. Do more than me. I can't handle it. Can't cope. Right? That's a low value male. Ladies, no more low value males who can't cope with their own fifis. No more low value males can't cope with their own imagination. When I think about you with other males, I can't cope, can't handle it. Right? No more. Block. Delete. No more, ladies. So pee-pee obsessed. Emily. So brand new. Congrats. Oh, look at this guy. Watch this guy be a block and delete just for fun. Watch this. Block, delete. I value my space too much to let somebody stink it up with their toxicity. I respect myself too much to let some low-value male think he ever controlled my body before he met me. Hey. Hi, Ripple.
Hi.
Hello, Jem. Thank you. Degeneracy! Ladies, you're such a degenerate for blocking and deleting losers. You're such a degenerate for owning your own body and not being controlled by a loser. You're such a degenerate for not letting this loser tell you he made up rules for you to follow before he met you. What a degenerate. Right? This ran through dudes. Listen, keep telling yourself women are going to pick you. Right? You use women to fantasize about dudes. Keep telling yourself women are going to pick you. You can't look at a woman without thinking about peepees. Keep telling yourself you're the selection. Shame on you. Shame on you for being down low. Shame on you for using women as a beard to disguise your actual crushes. Shame on you. We will no longer fall for your disguises. Oh, I like women. Oh, but you need to constantly hear about dudes? I'm not falling for it. Look at this guy. Yes, who's got bingo? Emily. Guys, get your Bob bingo card. Here comes the Bobs, the BOPs. The BOPs are boring, oppressive, and pee-pee obsessed. We got the objectophile here. Ladies, the objectophiles are guys who do things because people said no. So now they put their thing in things, and they come here telling us the things they like to put their thing in. We got the objectophile. Yeah, you lonely boys, get yourself some cats. Okay, I'm bringing cats. Watch your ears. I'm bringing myself in. Yep, stay single, focus on your happiness, focus on your kids, focus on your growth, your evolution, your well-being, your goals, your ambitions. That's what you're here for. You were not here to be of service to a male who doesn't pull his mental, physical, emotional weight. It is not your job. Ladies, that is not what you were here for. You are here to develop yourself, to solidify your mental health and well-being, to practice your goals, to practice your ambitions, to use your work ethic and financial responsibility and build your life on your terms. It's what you are here for. You are not here to physically service males who don't deserve you because they're toxic, because they're abusive, they lack communication skills, they're dishonest, they're entitled. Absolutely not. No way, no never. We're going to focus on ourselves, elevate ourselves, evolve ourselves, and from that evolved place, only pick an evolved male. Never again.
Annie, I say there.
Go on.
Sorry, Chantel. I was just going to say, I was saying there's no bad men, Annie, because we differentiate between guys and men so that we don't invalidate actual men who are generous long-term thinkers.
Yes. Yeah. I want you to think about, like, if you were working at a restaurant. I think this was a really good example I used the other day. Let's say you're working at a restaurant. You're one of the waiters, one of the waitresses in a restaurant, and you work really hard. You bust your ass. And you know that from the time you clock in to the time you clock out, you are work ethic. You're proud of your work ethic. You're proud of deciding to be that person. And then you hear your boss talk to someone else and say, all of my waiters and waitresses are shit workers. Are you going to lose the motivation to work so hard? You will. And that's what I'm getting ahead of. There are good men out there, and I don't want us to say all men are shit workers, because we're going to reduce the motivation of the good ones by not differentiating. Men are amazing. Not all guys are terrible. Guys are great when we're in girl mode and we don't want a long-term relationship. We don't want to apply ourselves to somebody. We just want some fun, here today, gone tomorrow. Body count matters to losers. We block and delete losers. Who I did is not who I am. When I'm ready to pick my long-term relationship, I pick my match. Not all guys are terrible, but some guys are lying about being men. Some guys are saying, trust me, bro, I'm everything you're looking for, and it's not true. They're not what you're looking for. They're liars, they're abusive, they're manipulators, they're coercive, they're not what you want, and it is your job to weed them out. Love the clarity. Improving on myself. Yes, Romeo. It's not misandry. This is healthy reality, exactly. But a sexist male doesn't want to acknowledge that. Did you just get divorced? Hold on. Let me answer this. Did I just get divorced? Yeah, I just got divorced about 23 years ago. Yes. Yeah, I just got divorced about 23 years ago, and then I started a relationship with my now husband. Hi, Ripple.
Earlier today about how insecure dudes are so dangerous, and we see it all the time when they come into this live and the things that they say and the way they behave. So when we say to block and delete immediately when they bring up body count, that is why. It's because we've seen them time and time again spiral into abusive behavior. They will always be a danger to you.
Ladies, there's a gay man on TikTok. I want you to pay attention to this missing no. I bet her husband's the biggest beta male, right? There's a gay man on TikTok who's outing down low males and telling us ladies how these down low males operate. And this gay man told us, he says the ones they call beta, the ones they call a simp, is the ones you want to be with, because those are the straight ones. So this guy just let us know he's not one of the straight ones, because he called my husband a beta. He called my husband a simp, basically. He likes the boys, not the girls. He let us know he's one of the ones who's for the boys, because the males who call other males beta and simps, they're calling the straight ones beta and simps. Oh God, now he's going to tell us some lies. Okay, block, delete the liar instantly. Block, delete. There you go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Give me the simps. We want the simp, ladies.
God,
This is who they call simp, by the way. They call these men simps. Ripple, what do you want to say?
just gonna say, God forbid men actually love their wives and want to do things to better their happiness. I saw a TikTok yesterday of this guy. He was fishing on a boat, and his wife was sunbathing on the boat, and they were just enjoying the day. And he, in the caption, it said, "I don't understand you men who say," and he said men, but obviously we know they're not men. "I don't understand you guys who say that you need a break from your wife. I actually love mine."
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you want to hear something cute? Rachel, give me a second. This is my husband and I having a mind melt. So last night after supper, I'm like, oh, I want to go buy some more soil. But I don't want to drive because I'm not in a condition to drive because broccoli. And so I was walking out to like my little side garden that I'm starting in a sunny spot, and I was walking over to it, and I thought to myself, I wish my husband would go to Canadian Tire so I could go with him and go pick up some black earth, some topsoil. And so I thought that walking over to my little garden area, and then I'm doing some stuff in my little garden area, and my husband opens the door beside where I am, a side door. And he goes, hello. And I'm like, hi. And he goes, I'm going to Home Depot. And I go, oh, can I come with you? I want to come get some soil. So anyways, I love that because broccoli. I love that I can just manifest so easily for myself. Rachel, hi.
Oh, hi everybody, Ripple and my lovely other person who's in there. I think that's another person.
Yes. Thank you again for having this conversation. Today is my birthday. I know we spoke a few days ago, and so today is actually my birthday. And
Can't hear you. We can't hear you. Something's going on with your microphone.
Yes, my love. Yes, much better.
Way
Yeah.
better? Okay, perfect. The last time we spoke, I told you that I had just ended a relationship and my birthday was coming up. So today is my birthday, and I'm very happy. And I'm trying to keep it as minimal as possible with the conversation with him because also, like you, Chantal, I'm really good at manifesting. But obviously, this week has been a very interesting week in the judicial system. We're seeing, thank you to everybody in the chat. We're seeing a young lady who, was violated by a music mogul for years, really tell her testimony. And I just want to touch on your point that you always talk about, Chantal, about body count doesn't matter. And I'm going to stick specifically to that in the example that I've chosen. When Cassie left that man and got married to Alex, and she looked like she had the biggest glow that I ever seen, I knew that Diddy was the problem. And that she is a perfect example of why body count doesn't matter. Her husband still married her. He still listened to her, and he still had children with her. She's currently pregnant, sitting on the stand talking about her story. That is why body count doesn't matter. And I know, Chantal, you talk about the scientific portion, and I always just put in that spiritual side of it. When you do your inner work and you do your cleansing, it doesn't matter who happened in your past. You have the ability to change your life and do what you need to do for the future. As long as you decide to change, you still deserve the very best. So if I slept with 100 bajillion men, which I haven't, but if I did, and I decided that's not the life for me anymore, I kind of just want to be celibate or date one guy and just be with him or whatever and live my life, and I want to get married and have children, that doesn't give me any less social credit or feel that I don't have the man that I need. Like that doesn't matter. And to add on to your other point, Chantal, of the DL whisperer who is online and literally giving women the keys as to noticing when men are not straight and or are DL, I would say they're down low and struggling with their sexuality, and so they fight other women instead of dealing with themselves by putting them down, which was my situation, my past situation. And I hope that man figures out what he needs to, because I truly believe that's where he's at. It is the men who are the simps, who protect women, who give the awareness to how women may feel. Those men are called simps, and are said that they're pandering to women, and women need to be held accountable. Like, no, like, yes, but no, like, you know what I mean? It's I need men to really figure out who they are and stop absorbing women's personalities and taking from them. Like, we need to get to a point where ladies, we identify what it is that we truly want and clearly vet these people. Today's my birthday. I'm literally going on Amazon. I told you, Chantel, I'm buying her book. I'm doing it today. This is my birthday present to me. I need to read it, and that is my stricter guidelines for myself moving forward. And yeah, I'm just going to enjoy myself and what this year has to offer. Before I met this person, my life was fantastic, and after it, it's still going to be fantastic. And one thing that I've said to myself is that I want to be undeniable and uninterrupted. And so many of us get into relationships where we're interrupted by men or women, but I'm a woman, but men specifically, that are just here to siphon, and I just really don't have the bandwidth anymore. So thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you, Chantel. I love dropping into your lives, and thank you for very clear guidelines and how you run your lives and how you expect people to approach you. Like, come with the science, come with the peer review study, chapter, link. Like, let's start there, because then it's easier to have a conversation than to put your feelings over the facts. The facts will always remain, your feelings come and go. So that's all I have to say.
I appreciate you. Happy birthday, by the way. Yes, good.
Rachel, which book are you getting?
I'm going to get that one. Because
Awesome.
I've been saying it for so long. I need to get it. And I have a couple. I have, Men Love Bitches. I finished that. I have another one by a gentleman, which is actually pretty good, and it says, "Fuck him, nice girls always finish single." So I don't know if that one, but I'm gonna get No More Assholes. And I have Lady Balls as well, which is Mina Ifran, a lady who was divorced, had children, and got remarried to a man that takes care of her and all of that. But I'm getting No More Assholes because it's very important to be very clear about your dating strategy and be very clear about what you're drawing in, whether you're light or you're in your dark feminine, whatever that may be. You're going to draw in different types of people, and you have to be very clear about the guardrails. I always say there's three different things: there's perimeters, there's boundaries, and there's walls. Perimeters change based off of different information. So sometimes you're like, oh, I didn't know that. I can change, what the lawn looks like, kind of. I could buy the house over at the side and, make more land. The boundary is your white picket fence, where you're like, now you know where my house starts. Don't step on the grass, only walk on the path. And then the walls are your home. Not everybody gets inside of that. And so being very clear, and that's why I really want to start reading this. I'm going to read it as much as I can, read it before I go to a date, make sure that I'm ready. But I really need to take in this book to give me even more stricter guidelines as to how men behave, and then how I should behave to know who's right for me. So yeah.
Yes. I want to replace stricter guidelines with this word. Are you ready for it, Rachel? Logic.
Yes, I received that.
Yeah.
I received that.
Yes. I appreciate you, my love.
You could let somebody else in. Thank you so much.
Keep coming back. Keep updating me. This is why I'm here, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Woo! Good. Wonderful. Rachel, so much love. So much love. Oh, somebody was requesting, but they want, okay.
I was just going to say, No More Assholes is also really great to help you clearly define what you want in your friendships as well.
Yes.
That's just as important.
Ladies, you see these guys coming here going, body count does matter. Unfortunately, whether you like it or not, body count does matter. Ladies, I want you to tell me, the guys who say body count does matter, are you going to block and delete them the moment you meet one of these guys? Yes or no? Yes or no? You're going to block and delete these guys who say it does matter? It definitely matters. Sorry to tell you, but it does matter. Yeah, Beauty's going to block and delete that one. Yes. Alphonse, yes. Tony, expeditiously. Woo, yes. Courageous Pamela, yes. Run, Sean Marie. Yes, Tamara, yes. Black Butterfly. Huh. It seems like these guys saying body count matters. It seems like it matters to them and it matters to their bros, but it doesn't matter to us ladies. Mayor, yes. Dr. Ajam, they don't deserve a conversation. Just instantly block and delete these bad people who don't take accountability for their imagination and their fifis, and they turn their imagination and fifis into abusive control tactics. Oh, we can block and delete those ones. These are bad people who don't take accountability for themselves. We don't want males who don't take accountability for their own thoughts and feelings because they're too weak. We want strong men, not these weak, emotional males who can't cope with their own thoughts. No. These guys who can't cope with their own thoughts and fifis, we don't want them. We block and delete them because we pick men who confidently stand in the present and like women, not these guys who go, I don't want to hear about you, lady. What's your body count? Tell me how many boys to think about because I'm all about the boys and the peepees. My brain doesn't go above the waist because I'm all about the peepees, right, Jake? Right, Watts Prime? Right? All about the peepees. I can't look at a woman without thinking about peepees. When I look at a woman, I need to know how many peepees because I slap the peepees against my face in my imagination. Can't stop thinking about the peepees because I'm pee-pee obsessed. So pee-pee obsessed, right, ladies? Get rid of the ones who like boys, but they're hiding it behind you. That's called using you as a beard. There are boys who were told by their religion, by their culture, by their upbringing, by their conditioning, by their brainwashing, you're a boy. You're not allowed to like boys. You have to like girls. That's why they hate us so much, ladies, because they never wanted us in the first place, but they were forced into picking us. So they use us as a disguise while they play behind our backs with the boys. And how do you know they're pee-pee obsessed? Because they never stop bringing out boys. Get rid of the ones who were down low, using you to disguise their attraction to boys because their culture, religion, and brainwashing said you're not allowed to like boys. You have to position a woman beside you. You have to position a woman as a disguise for your affection for boys, your desire for boys. Makes me sad for them, yes, but we are not going to suffer their dysfunction anymore. We no longer make their thoughts and emotions our responsibility. We no longer make their dysfunction something we need to think about, consider, and attempt to help them through. It's their job to get themselves through their dysfunction, but we, in the meantime, will be blocking and deleting. We, in the meantime, will be focusing on ourselves, our mental health, our emotional well-being, our goals, our ambitions, our work ethic, our financial responsibility. We have better things to do than let dysfunctional males distract us with what they're not taking accountability for, which is their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own behaviors. At the first sign of their lack of accountability, we block and delete them. No more males who don't take accountability for themselves and attempt to make it your responsibility to make them feel better because they don't address their own thoughts and emotions over things that are not even currently happening. I need to know your body count. Go into my imagination, give myself feelings about who you did before me because I'm so egotistical. I make it all about me because I'm so dysfunctional. Block and delete them, ladies, at the first sign. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your attention. They don't deserve your environment. They don't deserve your affection. They don't deserve your conversations. They don't deserve your help or empathy. Let them go. They don't want to take accountability for themselves. Let them go. Give them the void. The void is where you block and delete. Now, all of a sudden, they have 0 of your time, 0 of your energy, 0 of your attention. It is a void. You removed it. Now they have a choice. Am I tired of getting a void? Am I going to go get therapy? Am I going to fix myself, take responsibility for my thoughts, emotions, and behaviors? Or will I continue operating in a toxic, dysfunctional way and continue getting the void? There's the epidemic of male loneliness, ladies. Males who don't take responsibility for their own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. There's the high divorce rate right there, ladies. Males who don't take responsibility for their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. That's the 4B movement right there, ladies. Males who don't take accountability for themselves, and now they are suffering the void, the removal of female attention. Personally, I prefer a partner with more experience anyways. Well, listen, it's all about the confidence, my love. Dr. Ajem. It's not about the number of people they were with. It's not about the quote-unquote experience. It's about the character they bring. My husband had 2 before me, and his first one, he only did about 10 times. But what did he bring to me? He brought a desire to listen to what I say, a desire to understand what makes me happy, respect for my body, communication skills along with work ethic and conscientiousness. Means he listened to me tell him what my body likes. He does it the way I tell him to. Course corrections whenever I give that to him. And he does it until he gets the job done.
You're a husband.
Bye, loser. Bye, loser. Bye, loser. Bye, loser. Bye.
I cut him off right before he could even say it. Embarrassing.
So
How embarrassing.
Let them talk, ladies, so you can block and delete them at the first sign of dysfunction. At the first sign of dysfunction, block, delete, cleanse, remove. Watch. You want to see some more? Oh, this ran through guy can't look at a woman without running through her to dudes because he wants to think about dudes. Right? He wants to think about dudes. Is that it? That ran through. Hi. Wait a sec. Was that Ripple? What was that? Was that toxic or what?
I don't know. I didn't hear him.
Okay.
I just muted his mic because you were talking.
Okay. Hi, Samesies. Hello, Samesies. I love you back. Ah, you're so sweet. Welcome, Samesies. Hello, my love. Oh, everybody go see Jake Ray for the block, delete, cleanse, remove. Everybody scroll up to Jake Ray. Here comes the block. Ah, thank you, my love. Here comes the delete, cleanse, remove. There you go. We get rid of these toxic ones. We get rid of these abusive ones. Phil, what topic are you here for? Oh, Perry, Gail? Perry, Gail, what topic are you here for?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. My apologies.
Okay. What topic?
How we doing, folks? So it says in your live, it says body count doesn't matter. Now, I don't believe it matters personally, but
I said, what topic are you here for? I didn't say just start, going into your thing. I need to know what we're getting into before we get into it. Isn't that fair?
Yes, ma'am, it wasn't.
Okay,
I was
so
asking you politely about body count.
now that I understand what topic you're here for, I need to let you know that this is the debate topic being approached in a specific debate fashion, which has 2 terms. Would you like to hear the 2 terms before we start?
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Have a good one.
There we go. All right. Let's go block. Right? Listen, I don't let them yap because why would I listen to somebody unwilling to listen to me? Right? Would I just let him yap at me? He just wants to talk at me, but he doesn't want to hear anything. So why would I give him time and space? Exactly, a hypocrite. I want you to hear me and understand me, but I'm not here to hear and understand anything you say. Is exactly a hypocrite. Look at these ran through guys, ladies. You can tell the ones who are ran through. They see a woman and think about males because they use women to think about males. We are the avenue they run through to satisfy their fantasies about males. When they look at you, they think of a pee-pee because they're ran through. They run through women to males.
Someone said they are just mad at a woman who's in charge of their, or who's in control. And the thing is she's not even trying to control anyone other than her own environment. She's just controlling her own environment. And these guys get so triggered by it. It's crazy.
Papi, what did you want to say? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, what did you want to say? What topic are you here for?
What's manipulation or and a control tactic exactly?
So how is it a manipulation and control tactic? So the way that I like to answer that is by doing what I call a thought exercise, where I ask you a series of rapid fire questions. You give me a quick yes or no at the end of every question. We go through it very quickly, and then I help you understand at the end of the questions how it's manipulation and control. I just lead you there. But it's just a few questions to get you there. Do you want to do that with me? Do you want to understand? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you? Listen, I'm not here to force you to use your brain in any way, shape, or form. Are you willing to answer a quick series of questions in a very quick, concise way, and I can quickly teach you how it's manipulation and control? Can you do that? Are you willing? Do you want to? Yes or no?
Well, why does it have to be quick?
Right. Well, no, not really. I mean, listen, I'm not pulling teeth here. If you're not a willing participant, then it is not something I'm willing to do. Okay. So, like I said, I can get you there, but it's a few questions and getting your answer to the questions, but it seems like that's going to be hard. And I don't know what I have. Is it autism? Is it ADHD? I don't know, but I need people that are on top of things. So I need a thinker. I need a precise communicator. I need somebody who can keep up with me without taking such a long time to answer a very simple question.
Oh, I just wanted to let you know that your hair looks so good that someone actually thought it was a wig. They were asking in the chat if you're wearing a wig.
Okay.
Am I heard? What's the questions?
Hi. The first question is, what topic are you here for?
I'm here for all of them.
Well, which one do you want to start with?
I jumped in the middle of, you have a bunch of quick questions with quick answers.
You want to answer how it's manipulation and control. I love this. Okay, so here's the thought exercise. Okay, first question. Somebody asking what my body count is asking how many people I had sex with before they met me. Yes or no?
Correct.
And they're asking because they have a number in their head that's like a comfortable number for them. If my answer is above that comfortable number, they have a negative experience towards me, a negative thought or emotion. I don't like that. If my number that I say is below the number in their head, they have a more positive thought or emotion experience towards me. Oh, I do like that. Would you agree?
Correct.
Would you agree that the human animal by design is designed to seek pleasure and avoid pain?
You said an animal?
Are we mammals? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is the mammal we are designed to seek pleasure and avoid pain? Yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, so the person asking what my body count is not seeking to have a negative experience when they're asking that question, right? Yes or no? They would.
I say it just
Would you
depends.
hold on? Would you say the person asking, because if they're asking this because they got a number in mind, would you say they're asking hoping to hear a lower number?
Correct. Yeah.
Because for them, the higher number would be the negativity and the lower number would be the positivity, correct?
You're right.
So they're not seeking a negative reaction towards me. They're seeking a positive reaction towards me. This is where the manipulation and control comes in. They understand they will be triggered by a higher number. They understand should they hear a certain number, they have thoughts. Those thoughts give them emotions. They don't like those emotions. So instead of them saying, I have these emotions when I have these thoughts, let me deal with myself because those are my thoughts and my emotions. Let me figure myself out and take responsibility for my negative emotions based on my negative thoughts. Instead of them saying that to themselves, they go, let me convince women to reduce their sexuality before they met me so that when I ask them what their body count is, they practice enough suppression and oppression to give me a number that satisfies me and gives me an automatic positive emotion instead of me dealing with my negative thoughts and emotions.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you like new cars or used cars?
So
Price.
I don't, hold on, Ripple. I don't have sex with objects because people haven't rejected me to the point where I have to turn to things instead of people. Are you, I guess you're a mechanophile. Hold on, let me block you because I can block mechanophiles. I'm not interested in talking to mechanophiles or objectophiles. These people are extremely mentally ill. They have an extreme kink for things because people rejected them. So now they do things. And they've done things so frequently that things are what excite them. And they bring their weird kink and they bring it here, hoping we're going to play along and have the conversation with them about them doing things. Just leave us alone. We're not here to support your kink. No, I'm not avoiding the question. I just don't talk to people who fetishize vehicles and fetishize things. I don't talk to those people. Just like I don't talk to people who are so mentally ill, they turn the word religion into delusion. I'm so religious, I think I control other people's bodies and sexuality. I'm so delusional, I think I control other people's bodies and sexuality. I don't speak to people that are so mentally ill. I don't bother. This is a classroom, not a hospital.
Dudes respect cars more than they respect women.
Make sure you educate your sons and daughters, ladies, because these predators are looking for the next level of uninformed people. I am teaching you ladies to use a no kissing for 3 months dating methodology to weed out the losers, the abusers, the users, the lazy, selfish, irresponsible ones. So now that you are too smart to pick them because you're listening to me, they're looking for your teens. They're looking for the next generation of people that are not too smart to pick them. They're looking for the ones that are uninformed, uneducated. Knowledge is power. So make sure you get this for your teens and teach them autonomy. Teach them anybody who says body count matters should be instantly blocked and deleted. Teach your teens their body belongs to them. Their sexuality belongs to them. Teach them how to practice safety because purity culture leads to higher rates of unwanted STIs and pregnancies. Watch this. Go to Google and type in armpit and then CH and look at the autofill. The first autofill is armpit chlamydia. And do you know why? Because purity culture. Because these people are not taught safety, but they're taught that God is looking at the vajayjay. So if you put in the vajayjay, you're wrong. So they're busy putting it in every other place and not practicing any safety and spreading chlamydia all over the body parts because there's zero safety, because there's zero education. So teach your teens to be safe and educated, and they will make better decisions, safer decision, not get the STDs, not get the unwanted pregnancies. This guy said Bonnie Blue. How many days ago did Bonnie Blue pull a marketing stunt? Used 1,000 males who literally lined up to get used by her. She made $1 million off of their backs by only saying, listen, all it takes for a woman to do 1,000 males in a day is say yes. That's how easy the males are. So she said yes to 1,000 males, made $1 million, did that as a marketing stunt, and it's still working. Look at this male saying her name because she's such a good marketer. She's using his mouth. Look at him saying her name. There's 122 people here right now. I guarantee 2 of the boys here are going to go look her up and spend some more money on her because this guy did what she set out to do. Be a marketing genius. He showed all of us here what a marketing genius she is because her name is still dripping out of his mouth. How many days later? Because he can't stop thinking about Bonnie Blue because Bonnie Blue pulled a marketing stunt. And look how well it worked. For free, using your mouth for free. Used 1,000 males, made $1 million, still making money off these males because you. Because you. Aren't you proud of yourself? Do-do-do.
You know what's so funny to me? Is that in the same sentence you said, women, your body is your body, your sexuality is your sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
Not come up here eating food while you're talking in the mic. That's so fucking disrespectful.
Women, that's the end of that sentence. Your body is yours. Yours only. And anybody who says otherwise, you block and delete them. You teach your teens their body is theirs and theirs only. And anybody who says otherwise, you teach your teens to block and delete them. Hi, Boom. What topic are you here for?
I guess the second one, but it's a rhetorical trap dressed in Fox logic. But let's go
Not
on.
at all. Not at all. I disagree. I 100% disagree.
That's up to you.
Here's the thing. So I asked you what topic you're here for, and you just started yapping. So now that I understand you're here to discuss this, I need to let you know that I am discussing this in a factual or scientific way only, but not an individualized way. So because this is a subject, but not you on the subject, not me on the subject, just the subject itself all by itself. A factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a toothbrush?
Sure.
Yes, and then a scientific way is if you want to bring sociology, psychology, statistics, biology, anything like that. I need to know where you read the science you wish to present before you say it out loud. This is how I ensure that there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. So for me to go find the words you read, I do need the title of the peer-reviewed study, the website the study's on, the page number and paragraph number where you found what you want to present, okay?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need any study. I'm just.
You
just
could
try-
facts. Listen,
I just try and use my common sense.
I have 3 facts for why body count does not matter. So you could bring facts. It doesn't have to be science. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's if I was doing this regularly, I probably would. But this is just a random thing to me. I'm never on this app that much, so.
Okay, well, I'll bring somebody.
Anyway, you kicked me. I think it's so funny that you said that.
No, wait. I actually blocked you, so you came in on a different account. So you have backup account. So you have multiple accounts with the same name. And because I blocked you earlier, but you're just so desperate to get your sexism and your indoctrination out, you wanted to come in on a different account and try again. That's really funny.
Didn't have food in her mouth this time. Fuck, she learned her lesson, I guess. But the desperation is off-putting.
No, blocked you, Boom. No, I just removed you because you weren't here for the conversation. Like you're just here, I don't know, to entertain yourself. But this is a classroom, I love. Hello, Snow. Are we saying body count doesn't matter? What we're saying is we're not, well, let me tell you what we're saying. Body count doesn't matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Those of us who practice logic and stick to facts, we don't say who you did is who you are. We say who you are is who you are. Desperation is crazy. Uh-oh. Hey, what topic are you here for?
You say that women have the right to their own body.
Yeah, loser. A loser by a different name is still a loser. A loser by a different name is still a loser. And by the way, being a loser isn't gendered. As you can see, there are also girls that are losers, not just guys that are losers. Not all girls are losers, not all guys are losers, but some girls are losers and some guys are losers.
Oh, so I love women, but I could never select a pick me. Ew.
When's the last time I kissed somebody? My husband this morning, several times. By the way, not just kiss, we made out. We made out. Back for what? Who's that BOA person? Back for what? Do you think about other partners sexually when you're intimate with another? Is that your fear? Is that your fear that you'll be compared and found lacking in size, lacking in girth, lacking in talent, lacking in the ability to listen and provide the instructions? Well, then work on that. Instead of demanding women have no comparison points, stop being inadequate, lazy, and selfish. Okay? That's the solution. Not reducing women's sexuality because you're afraid. Make yourself a better man. Okay? Maybe get a job, get an income. That'll make you more appealing as well. No. Body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Body count does matter to people in their imagination, giving themselves emotions over things that are not currently happening. Prove me wrong. Ooh, another voice to condemn losers. Yes, condemn the losers. This guy's got a crossing here. Instant block and delete. Watch this, y'all. Instant block, delete, cleanse, remove those mentally ill people. Remember, y'all, get rid of them at the first sign of their mental illness. Do not suffer their mental illness. Don't suffer their mental illness. You can do better. You deserve better, right? You deserve better. You can do better. It's a vibe, Black Butterfly. All right, I think I should do a book walkthrough. I think it's time to do a book walkthrough. I think there's a lot of toxic people here that are desperate for me to teach women how to have what I have. So, hello, my loves. My name is Chantel Hyde. If you Google who is Canada's best dating coach, you will see me. Oh my God. So speaking of fanning, so I went to Home Depot last night with my husband, Riffle, and we get to the checkout and the girl is looking at me, staring at me. She goes, I know you. And I go, yeah, you do. TikTok or YouTube? She goes, oh my God, I can't believe I'm looking at you. She was like fangirling like I've never been fangirled on before. She's like, oh my God, I'm shaking. Oh my God, I'm going to pee myself. Oh my God, can I have a picture? And it was amazing. Amazing. It was so fun.
I love that for her.
I love it for her.
I'm kind of envious.
Hubby had his glasses on his head. He goes, uh-oh, better put my disguise on, put his sunglasses down. It's so cute. And so I think the best part of this was that when we were leaving, I go, that was that was cute, or that was fun, or something. And he laughed and he goes, yeah, it was. Instead of him being upset that he was like with me when I got recognized, because, you know, he's big about his privacy. I like that he enjoyed that too. So that was really sweet. Anyways, want to tell you guys that story. I'm going to do my book walkthrough. So, my loves, you can get all your paperbacks on Amazon. I got ebook bundle deals, audiobooks as well. There's a free book. All the book, everything you want is in the link in my bio. Okay. Comeback Queen helps you heal faster from a breakup or divorce. No More Assholes is your selection process. This is dating strategy using observation before selection. Here's No More Assholes in English. Here's No More Assholes in Spanish. By the way, ladies, this book is why they don't like me, because when you do my methodology, you don't fall for losers, abusers, lazy, selfish, irresponsible guys who want to take and not contribute. When you get your new relationship, get after the first kiss, make it rock solid from day one by avoiding pitfalls and self-sabotage. Fix That Shit is going to help you with advanced communication, conflict resolution, having a zero fight relationship. Here's Fix That Shit for women with the white cover. And here's Fix That Shit for men. Dating 101 is for your teens. Let's not leave them in the dark to be preyed on by the predators looking for the uninformed and uneducated. So let's teach your teens to recognize manipulation and coercion. Hey, hello, Nikki. Men who want to heal from past breakups and select the right long-term partner, The Perfect Play is your dating book. The free dating book in the link in my bio is Fake Love Need Not Apply, How to Identify and Safely Remove Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. That's right, Dr. Ajam. Say Yes to Goodness, 10 Steps for a Complete Happy You, evolving your happiness in 10 areas of your life that affect you mentally and emotionally. Custom-made career coaching, you're going to identify and monetize your purpose, passion, and talent just like I did. Globe Journal is a 60-day journey designed to increase your self-esteem by having you doing daily exercises that biohack your body and change your brain structure at an expedited pace. So you're going to increase your self-esteem faster than you can imagine. I also have these workbooks with bonus material. Again, these paperbacks are on Amazon. There's the Fix That Shit for Men workbook. There's a free book. The free book is this one here, Fake Love Need Not Apply. Fix That Shit for Women workbook and the No More Assholes workbook. So make sure you use the buttons in the link in my bio to get your paperbacks on Amazon, your ebook bundle deals, audiobooks. Check out my Niagara Falls event, by the way. Join me in person or virtually on October 25th. We're going to have a really great time in Niagara Falls. Hi, Aiden. What topic are you here for?
Hello.
Can we hold on
I
a
wanted
second,
to talk.
Aiden? Sorry, can you hold on a second, Aiden? Sorry, Chantel. Did you... The free book, guys, someone was asking which one is free. The free book is Fake Love Need Not Apply. Download that one. It's an ebook if you want it for free.
Beauty.
All right, sorry. Aiden, go ahead.
Beauty, I can't wait. Aiden, what topic are you here for? Is the question?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to talk specifically about this manipulation and control tactic. I was here when you went through the kind of rapid fire questions, and I have a few disagreements with the not snuck premises, so to speak, but there's a lot of like when you say people want to avoid pain, right? Well, people go to the gym, for example, to go through pain to make themselves better, right? Like you don't necessarily always want to avoid pain when it
I'm
can.
talking about a fundamental instinctual desire, a fundamental instinctual. So if you touch a hot stove, is it a fundamental instinctual desire to remove your hand?
Sure.
That's what I'm talking about. By instinct, are we instinctually designed to seek pleasure and instinctually designed to avoid pain?
Okay, but if we were to argue that all of human, I guess, action is through your instincts, right, then we would have...
I did not say all of human actions are through instincts. At no point did I ever say that.
Well, when we're talking...
No one's arguing that. No one's arguing that, my guy. You're purposely being willfully obtuse just to try and validate what she said.
No, like I'm disagreeing with some premises. That's all.
I
Like I'm
never
not.
made the premise. I never made what you just said. I never said that.
Right, but it's leading
No,
into so
right but. No. There's no right but. Don't put any premise in my mouth. I reject it. And if you continue to push that, despite what I've told you, what you were showing me is you were lacking communication skills and you were lacking the ability to understand the words coming out of my mouth. Do you see me raising my voice? Because I'm getting frustrated because I don't like to repeat myself.
okay. Would you run through the checklist with me again then?
Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of somebody who's obviously showing purity culture. Okay, so here's the thought exercise. Number 1, somebody asking my body count is asking how many people I had sex with before they met me, yes or no?
Yeah.
And they're asking because they have a number in mind where my response in relation to that number gives them a negative thought or experience towards me if my number is higher, or a positive thought or experience towards me if my number is lower, yes or no?
I would say most of the time.
Well, the simple answer is the right one. Just a quick yes or no, right? So the answer would be yes.
I guess.
Listen, are we going to complicate this or are we just going to be factual here?
Well, let's be honest, it's a complicated discussion, but sure,
No, it's
yes.
not. It's very simple. It's very simple, but toxic, dysfunctional people certainly want to complicate it. So they're asking because they have a number in their head where my response is gonna be negative or it's gonna be positive because they don't like it or they do like it. Agree or disagree? Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay. And would you agree that the human animal by design is to seek pleasure and avoid pain? That is part of our instinctual design woven into our DNA. Would you agree? Yes or no?
I don't know. I think that's a tough one.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. When I touch something hot, I just left my hand there like an idiot, right? Right? I don't know. When I touch something hot, I just left my hand there like an idiot. Is that you? Is that you?
That's one example,
Is
but
that
again,
you?
there's other
That's one
human-
example of the stupidity that you bring, right, Aiden? Got it.
But boss, is that the point?
His brain collapsed. His brain collapsed.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out, Ripple. I just wanted to argue against him and say humans have two forms. Like there's two things we try to avoid pain, embrace pleasure. And the reason people go to the gym, for example, is to avoid the pain. In their mind, the pain of being out of shape is greater than the pain of the workout. That's all it is.
The pain of being rejected. And was that you?
Right.
Yeah, the pain of being rejected because you're not conforming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the only reason I came up here.
Yeah. Thank you, boss. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Maybe we'll keep you here for the next one. What do you think?
Yeah. Sorry. Thanks. I didn't realize I was cutting out earlier. Thank you.
Newly, what topic are you here for? Hi, Newly? Renewed?
Yes, I'm here.
What topic are you here for?
I'm just actually I'm interested in the whole topic itself because I don't think in my community, I'm Black, I don't think in my community we as younger women don't get enough tips on dating. They just make you feel bad just to be financially responsible. Like, how dare you have a savings account? You should depend on a man. So at my 30-year-old age, I'm just starting to realize like there's literally rules and tips to dating that I've never been taught before. So I'm trying to go about it with a more logical and smart way, because a lot of times I do get in predicaments when I'm on dates and I feel like I'm obligated to like give up my body, or like the conversation's getting dry. And for me, I mean, I think like the longest I went without doing anything with a guy and talking to him was about 4 months. And that was like kudos to me. But yeah, I just want to hear some tips. And just as far as the body count, I think that's kind of weird when a guy asks you that question anyways, because it's like, we're grown. I mean, I've done lived a life,
Yeah.
an exciting life. So yeah, I'm just here to hear the tips and pretty much find out how to really date better in this economy and this world that we're in right now.
Yes, good. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, my love. It's very much what I'm here for. And I honestly feel like Black women are the ones who face the most disinformation when it comes to dating. I'm gonna mute your microphone while I'm talking, just because there's a lot of background noise going on and it's creating a lot of sound.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's just creating a lot of sound while we are not talking, and it just kind of gets in the way of the quality, basically. So I agree that there's a lot of disinformation, especially towards Black women, when it comes to picking a good long-term partner, a healthy long-term partner, a functional person that's a contributor, not a taker. And there's a lot of suffering in Black women. And when I wrote No More Assholes, Black women were the first people I thought about that really need to get this book in their hands, because they're the most disadvantaged and the most held down. And I want to uplift them as quickly as possible and get them out of all this disinformation. I'm so glad you're here saying this. This guy's still thinking about Bonnie Blue because she's such a good marketer, is saying her name because she's such a good marketer, proving what a good marketing genius she is. Thank you. Okay, so we definitely need to teach all of our young ladies about bodily autonomy. Once we empower them to own their own bodies, they start owning their mental health. They start owning their emotional well-being. They start owning their sexuality. They start owning their literal confidence. So when we start with them young, Dating 101, this to be a textbook in high schools, we're teaching them to be in control of their well-being and to remove people who attempt to reduce their well-being. So it does start at a young age, helping them understand what coercion looks like, what manipulation looks like, but also giving them the comfort to be okay with their own body's sexuality, that budding sexuality that they have, their desires, their crushes, understanding why they feel the crush. It's a biological response, not always a psychological one. In other words, sometimes it's just a procreation drive, but not always logic. So teaching them the difference between their biological body designed to procreate, their logical minds designed to assess, empowering them to think about their sexuality and what they would want to do, teaching them to use their imagination about the things they want to do and to gauge their own emotions after imagining themselves through that, and empowering themselves to pull back from anything they thought they wanted to do, but partway through realized they didn't want to do. So really giving them full bodily autonomy in all stages, in all places. Even after they gave consent, how do you eliminate consent and get yourself safely out of that situation? So I want to teach our young ladies all of this, and we strengthen that with this one here. If they didn't pull through well enough with Dating 101, we follow up with No More Assholes, because if they made some mistakes, then they're saying he's such an asshole, he did it again. So now we really double down on how to help them stop making mistakes, and we really double down on the empowerment that they need. And then this, for anybody who doesn't have a penny, like honestly, it doesn't matter how old they are, it doesn't matter where they are, if they have an email address and zero funds, they can get this entire book, which is Fake Love Need Not Apply, how to identify and safely remove posers, losers, scammers, and predators, and also how to make the friend circle that is a protective element against predators. Ripple?
Class like this would be so necessary, especially if like right before you get married. You know how they do counseling for like married couples? They should do separate counseling to see, like, as a woman, how do you think in relationship, and as a man, how do you think in relationships, and how you guys can like meet in the middle in a sense. So thank you for this. I do have a question. At what age? I apologize for the background noise too. What age do you think? Because I think this also can apply to friendship. At what age do you think it's appropriate to kind of like start sprinkling that into your younger child's mind, like having these conversations? What age do you think it's appropriate for them to, you can kind of, because I think that's where my mistake went at. Like, no one talked to me about this when I was younger, so I know, kids are growing up faster these days, puberty and everything like that. I have a young daughter. Like, what age would you think it's okay and appropriate to kind of start having relationship conversations with her, just because I think this can go towards friendship as well?
3 years old, mama. 3 years old.
Oh, wow.
Here's the thing, because if we start teaching bodily autonomy first, because the first thing that they're aware of is their own physical body. So first we teach them bodily autonomy. We teach them these are your special places. And when people touch those places, you come and tell mommy and daddy. When people try to touch those places, you can push them back. When people put their hand on you, even on your shoulder, and you don't like it, you can do this. It's okay for you to do this. It's okay for you to remove people's hands when you don't like their hands on your body. Teach them that at the age of 3, okay? Autonomy. I don't like, I remove. Give them that power at the age of 3. Then they start to get older. Little boys, little girls start paying attention, right? 5, 6, 7. You're teaching them autonomy. They touch you, you don't like it, then you push it off. You start to have crushes for little boys, little girls. You're 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. That's your play husband. We're going to start teaching you about respect. We're going to teach you how play husbands treat play wives. We're going to teach you how to recognize when people are being dysfunctional. We're going to teach you how to say, no, I don't like it when you talk to me that way. I don't like it when you treat me this way. I don't like it when you take something from me without asking. 5, 6, 7 years old. You're teaching them permission and respect. You start early, my love.
Much for that. I appreciate it.
Beauty says, I teach 3-year-olds at work. That is okay to say no touches, no hugs. Yeah. Never force, not even 3-year-olds.
My friend said to me too one time that as women, if we were to have more like platonic relationship with guys, they would really just tell us a lot of things that's like, like within the mindset of a guy. Like, I wish I had a male best friend that's like not like just platonic and would able to like tell me certain things, because I like sometimes when a guy's flirting with me, I'm like, are you flirting with me, or are you just like naturally being a gentleman? So it's so confusing sometimes.
Probably flirting. Probably flirting. Even just being a gentleman, right? There's an element of flirting to it. Because they're being a gentleman because they like your gratitude. They like your attention. They like your thank yous. They like your smiles.
Hey, okay, so I definitely probably knocked away some opportunities. So that makes sense, though. That makes sense.
So here's the thing. If you're interested in somebody, something that I teach you is what I call a hit and run flirting technique. So, a lot of males are going to flirt with you, but what do you want? Do you find them interesting? Would you like them to pursue you? Would you like to see if there's something there? And so what I teach you how to do is whether they start it or whether you're going to start it because you saw them across the room and you felt a little something here and you said, you know what, let me see what this is about. Short, sweet conversation. Only a couple minutes. You're not turning this exchange into a date, just very short, sweet conversation. And then you pull back. I gotta go. I got something I need to get to. Would love to continue this conversation. How about we get together for a coffee? And then you see if they can't get you off their mind. Chris? Zeus very busy making up stories in his head. Zeus, when are you ever going to reject hundreds of people? Right? I love how this guy is going around talking about women having sex with hundreds. This guy is so pee-pee obsessed, ladies. He thinks about hundreds of dudes. When he looks at a woman, he thinks of hundreds of dudes, ladies. Do you think if you were ever in a relationship with Zeus, he would ever look at you and think of you? He looks at a woman and sees hundreds of dudes. By the way, ladies, if they didn't think it, they wouldn't say it, right? Ripple, is that you? Ripple, is that you? Ripple? Oh, coming in on a Xander? Are we having trouble, Ripple? Somebody said, I think about Zeus just thinking about all these males, so many males, so little time. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, honestly, he's fantasizing about being done by hundreds of dudes. Like, if you're so pee-pee obsessed, stop using women. Just go straight to your fantasies. Okay. When? Monday at 2:30. Got it. COPP obsessed. Yes. I think she's having trouble though. Where she is. Her original account dropped. I saw her come in on a backup account. Feelings happen often. So this guy thinks he's going to tell us what our feelings are, apparently. Ladies, they're so delusional. This is why you need to block and delete the guys who say body count matters, because they're storytellers. That means they're in la la land, in their imagination, but not grounded in reality. You need to get rid of the ones that are so mentally ill. Their imagination is their reality. And that's why they're so emotional over their thoughts, because for them, their thoughts is reality instead of reality being reality. And very grounded in insecurity and in their imagination. Not a good selection. For a long-term partner, very much a problematic selection for a long-term partner. I don't want somebody who's so toxic he has thoughts and gives himself emotions that are not grounded in what is actually happening, and then thinks I need to suffer the emotions he gave himself over things that are not currently happening. We don't take those males on. They're too dysfunctional. They're too toxic. They're too mentally ill. They do not take accountability for their own thoughts and emotions. Problematic, in other words. I do not advise you take on a male that doesn't take responsibility for his own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, because he'll want you to take responsibility for his thoughts and emotions so that you can manage his behaviors. That's called being abused, ladies. That is called being abused. If you have to manage his thoughts and emotions so that he doesn't unleash negative behaviors on you, that is called an abusive person. Are you coming to realize the multiple levels of abuse that you have not realized before me? Are you seeing that there's a much more sinister level of abuse than the very obvious ones? Exactly. We need to know your mental health, Zeus. And if you're stuck in your imagination, you are not mentally well. So we don't want you. If you're here trying to pick up, we will block and delete you. So don't say anything more. Because if I get the sense you're looking for a date, you'll be instantly removed. Just so you know. Magnum, what are you here for? Megumi, what are you here for? What topic are you here for? Hi, Libertas, thank you. What did you want to come talk about? If you sent that request because you're looking for a date, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you. Hi, what topic are you here for? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What topic are you here for?
So you're saying body count.
You need to finish eating first. You need to finish. Thank you, my love. Have a good one. Are you, So come back when you're done eating, okay? You're okay. Do you want to re-request then? Can you invite Ripple? Sure, yes. Give me 1 sec. I got Willy hands. Give me 1 second. He said, I have a woman. Who said that? Yes. What's happening? AA batteries? Your wife comes with AA batteries? We got some guy telling stories in the comment section again. We got another storyteller in here trying to convince us that he's got something he doesn't have. Not another one. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. No, I'm not seeing Ripple at all. What's happening? Ripple says invited. It doesn't say your manage moderator access. Let me remove and then I'll remod you. Moderate access. Yep. Manage. Ripple, we can't see you. What's going on? Morning, Des. Hi. Hello. If you're coming here looking for dates, we will reject you and block you. Body count definitely matters, but no kissing for 3 months? That's insane. Make it make sense. When you speak words of autonomy, my brain explodes. I cannot see Ripple. I can see her, and I've sent her an invite, and I see the invite is sent, but I don't see her comments. And she's not accepting the invite. I saw Xander here earlier, so Ripple coming in on her backup account. I don't see her. Beauty says can't see it either. Ripple, that is weird. But not here. Ripple, restart your phone. Shut your phone down, restart your phone. Maybe your app needs to reset. She's John Cena? What? No, Romeo, I can't. I don't see John Cena either. What? Hi, Molly. What? Oh, Amos, it matters to losers. I never deny that. You have to be a loser to be so controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, and PP obsessed. We don't see her. Chantal! Hello, love. She wants you to turn off multi-guess and back on. I don't even know. Molly, turn off multi-guess. How? I don't know how. Multi-guess extra rewards. I don't know. John Cena said you can't see me. No. Moderator invited Ripple. No, I don't see John Cena. I did see Xander earlier. Do you want to try the Xander account again? What's going on? Maybe I need to restart this. Maybe I need to restart. Maybe I should just restart. What do you think, guys? Should I just restart? Okay. John Cena. You can't see me. Should I restart? I'm going to restart. I'm going to restart, you guys. So I'll shut this down, get myself into the kitchen. I'll restart it in the kitchen, okay? All right, lovelies. I'm gonna restart too. So I'm gonna go out and then I'll be back. All right, my loves. See you in a few minutes.